Welcome to the new General Features demonstration for the S2M Center 2011 R2. In this video, we will be discussing the new features that have been added to the S2M Center. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you now have the option to set or change overrides to various parts in the parts list on whether to optimize and/or send them to secondary CNC. To find this new option, the first thing we need to do is click on the S2M application button. With the application menu open, we can click on the Preferences button to display the S2M Preferences dialog. And here you can see our new option. With this checked, new options are added to the right-click menu that appears when you right-click on a part in the parts list. Let's take a moment to take a look at that. I've gone ahead and loaded a sample.pnc file containing multiple parts in it. Let's right-click on a part in the list to see our new options. Here you can see the new options. When checked, each option allows the selected part to be sent to that portion of the S2M Center. When unchecked, each option prevents the selected part to be sent to that portion of the S2M Center. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you have the ability to determine which columns are displayed for the part list that is included on pattern printouts. You also have the ability to display part comments on each part for the pattern printouts. To find these options, we need to, once again, click on our S2M Center application button. Now we just click on our Preferences button to display the Preferences dialog. With the Preferences dialog open, we need to click on the Reports tab. Now you can see our new pattern printouts group. This series of options allows you to enable or disable the part columns. Additionally, you can see the new Show Part Comments option that will enable or disable the part comments on the printout. In previous versions of the S2M Center, when you deleted a label design, you could delete the design without being prompted for a confirmation. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you are now prompted to confirm the deletion of label designs every time you attempt to delete one. Let's take a look at this. First, we need to go to the Utilities tab on the ribbon bar. Next, we need to click on the Label It Setup button to display our Label Administrator dialog. With our Label Administrator dialog open, we now need to click on the Design tab to get to our labels. You can see that the standard bore and dowel 4x3 label is selected. As I stated earlier in previous versions, when you clicked on the Delete button, the label would just be deleted. Now you can see that we are prompted to confirm whether or not we actually wanted to delete this label. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you now have the ability to change the unit of measure from the status bar menu. This functions identically to the same feature in Cabinet Vision Solid 2011 R2. For more information on this, please view the Cabinet Vision 2011 R2 General Features video. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you now have the ability to create setup packages that target items in the S2M Center, such as tools, machines, etc. To find this new feature, we just need to click on the Utilities tab in the ribbon bar. And here you can see the new Setup Package button. Clicking on it will display the Package dialog. With the Package dialog open, you can create the packages you need to send out. This functions identically to the package dialog that is present in Cabinet Vision Solid. Let's expand the items combo box to see what all we can set into this package. You can see that we can create packages for label designs, machines, tools, materials, and library parts. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you now have the ability to specify that overlapping boring operations are to be drilled as a single through bore operation. To find this new option, we will need to get to the Preferences dialog once again. With the Preferences dialog open, we need to click on the Geometry tab. And here you can see the new option. With this option checked, any boring operations that overlap, like this, will be converted to a single operation, like this. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you now have the ability to control the location of the part label's general starting point. To see this, we will once again need to open our Preferences dialog. And here you can see our new Label Position on Part option. This option allows you to specify the general location relative to the part that the label will be positioned. Let's take a look at the options available. And here you can see the various starting points that the labels can be set to. With the introduction of the S2M Center 2011 R2, you can now specify a keyword for DXF layers that represent secondary face operations. To take a look at this, we need to click on the Import DXF button. With our DXF Import dialog open, we need to edit a DXF scheme so that we can see this new feature. And here is the new keyword setting. Any operation that has the keyword defined here will be defined as needing to be placed on the secondary face of the imported part. This concludes the demonstration on the new general features of the S2M Center 2011 R2. Thank you for watching this video, and please take a look at our other videos on the new S2M Center features.